Good day, YouTubers. Today, I'm going to take a ride on my bicycle around Stones River National Battlefield in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. We'll be testing out my new little action camera. It's a Akaso Brave 7 LE, and this is it in this little mount box. I'm probably going to try it without the box. I think that that's what it looks like when you get it outside of it. I think we may get better video, perhaps, without the waterproof casing on it. I thought it would come with another kind of casing, also that would allow you to mount stuff easier. Speaking of that, I got a whole box of gear here to mount stuff with. It's not super intuitive, but you kind of have an aha moment at some point when you just figure out, oh yeah, you just do it however you can make it work. So that's what we're going to do. Well, anyway, about to get started. Starting to play out for the season, but they are really pretty and full of wildflowers in April through May, a little bit of early June. There we go. Set to 4K, 30 feet per second, high image quality, and I turned the EV down to -1. Greatest thing. May want to make things look a little washed out and overexposed on such a bright day as this. exposed limestone cut. I wonder if this thing actually just turns off. Through here and go up to the main entrance. This entrance I'm going to was put in 2012 when I worked here. That's the last season I worked here. Come up here so I can give a establishing shot on the beginning of this video. See what we got. Side trail. The war moved on. The Union took over Murfreesboro and was incredibly brutal to the citizens. They had a provost marshal that was extremely cruel. Anyway, that's in a book called Murfreesboro During the Civil War, if you want to ever look it up. They killed about 600 civilians. Not much reason. But anywho, I'm here for the battle. I don't really have any connection to, I had ancestors in the Confederate Army and one maybe in the Union Army. But, it's just people that went before you, and at the end of the day, this was about slavery, and I cannot imagine fighting to keep slavery going. It's just insane to me, but it was about homeland too. It's kind of why I brought up how cruel the North was when they were here, killing civilians, taking their property, burning their houses. There were quite a few incidents of rape, or an outrage, is what you would read in the newspapers at the time. Right up here, I'll take a break under these trees, and I'll make sure this thing is still filming. Let you look out here at what they call Lake Gershay. We'll see how this resolution does here. Anyway, what I was saying, I'm not one of those people, I think it's odd for people to take sides on the Civil War. It was a very tragic incident in our history. It was necessary. I'll just tell you, the institution of slavery was the strangest thing for people to want to be doing that and thinking it was okay, but it's not. And but nowadays, let's not vilify people for being interested in Southern things, and don't vilify them for being interested in Union things. It's just history. It's something to study. It's something for kids to get a fire lit under them about the past, and they can be interested in something and go outside and play with guns and climb over these cannons here. And speaking of that, I'll show you the cannons. Isn't that cool, man? Let's go right across the street and see the cemetery. We'll see how much of this visitor center this camera will pick up. This visitor center was built in 1966 during the 50th anniversary of the National Park Service. Yeah, you can see it. Very good looking place here. They have a nice gift shop and offices and very comfortable bathrooms. But that's the entrance. All right, let's go to the cemetery. You can see they have all of the bike racks and recycling bins, all the good stuff out here. I just recalled, I don't think I'm supposed to ride a bicycle in there. At least not on this trail, but I'm going to go up the trail and get in there that way. I'm just talking right now, alright? Do it like this. probably walk the bike back. I don't see any reason to. Alright, I'm following the tour group. So one thing to note about this cemetery, there's about 6,000 Civil War. Tour group's going. This is a little bit of hill. It's definitely a strategic position here in the back. It's hard to maintain these graves, and occasionally they have to overdo it. In 2010, when I was working there my first season, they actually had a crew come out and straighten all the headstones. That was pretty interesting. Occasionally, they're doing their digging. These are very shallow graves. This is very shallow soil up here. It's not too bad for as long as we've been going, I guess. And the card, I was a little surprised. It said the Akaso Brave 7 LE could only use up to a 64 gigabyte mini SD card, which, alright. I can think of, they might run out of battery before they run out of told how it's just set by the spot where it was passed. Alright, so we're going up here to the Hazen Brigade Monument. It was one of the few battlefield monuments built during the war. It was built actually during the occupation. Immediately after the battle. Show you something interesting. Let me figure that out a little bit better. You see that? Hazen Brigade Monument. I wish a train would go by right now. That would just drive home how important this stretch of land was. Had the railroad, which was right behind this monument. We had Nashville Highway, which we were just riding on. Sunsets golden on Earth's horizon. Hold on to golden sunsets. They will last for years, letting you know that dark clouds will pass.
See, headstones. Some of these guys, faultless, were actually buried here. Some died during the battle. Look over here. See headstones. Drive home. Sergeant William Holland, Company 111, U.S. Colored Infantry, 1834 to 1909. And then I think that's his grandson back behind him, buried here in 1979. Around the battlefield, with the establishment of the cemetery, a community of freed black people popped up called the Cemetery Community. And many of them had been in the U.S. Colored Troops, and they also had worked in helping build the cemetery we were just at. They had homesteads around here, and they lived here with their community, school, churches, and everything until 1927. And that's when, I don't know how it happened, they wound up leaving the land. I'm sure they were paid something for it, maybe not. And the War Department started a battlefield here. And then, of course, eventually the National Park Service took it over. Anyway, I highly encourage you to come out to Stones River National Battlefield sometime. It's a very peaceful place. It's a very pretty place at times, and you can really enjoy yourself here, whether it's studying the history, which is what the charter was for, or riding your bike, walking, photography. There's all kinds of birds and stuff out here to take pictures of. You can't go into Cedar Glades because they're off limits. I don't agree with that. Come on now, at least build a trail through it so people enjoy the wildflowers there. Hard to keep people interested in something or wanting to learn about something that you don't let them touch, right? Well, that's the nice thing about it here too. You can touch all these cannons. And many of them, including this one, are actually from the war. Who knows where the cannons that actually were used here wound up, but I think that's neat. It's hard to... when I was working out here, it was one of the hottest summers on record, definitely the hottest June. We had temperatures of 107, 109 degrees a couple of days. That's an anomaly. Tennessee is pretty notorious for having what I think unnecessarily cold springs. Even this year, summer took a long time to get here. Some false starts, warm days, and then, if you ever come tour here, these tour stops are just cruising by. Little phone numbers at them. You can call here. Someone it. Check Google Fit. The hot points. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Alrighty, that concludes our tour of Stones River National Battlefield. Still 96 degrees out here. I checked my Google Fit. This was good for 47 heart points, that ride. So done pretty good today, I guess. But anyway, I encourage you to come out here. It's a great park. Check it out and enjoy yourself. Move a little bit.